was bad. One of the girlies DM'd me her story, and now I cannot unhear it. Okay, so she had been dating this guy for 2 years. It was definitely her boyfriend, and she had been dropping hints that she wanted to get engaged in Hawaii. So one day, he's showing her something on his phone, and she sees a little email notification come through from an airline, and it says, your trip details to Kauai. So she's like, oh my gosh, it's finally happening. Just acted like she didn't see it. A couple months go by. He still hasn't said anything about the trip to Kauai, and she's like, okay, this is weird. But he did say that he had an upcoming work trip to Dallas. It was not out of the ordinary because he traveled for work all the time. He say that he had to go for 2 weeks, and she's like, that's weird. That's kind of a long time. Fast forward, he goes on this work trip. It's like a weekend of the trip, and she's getting kind of lonely, and she's like, wait, why don't I just surprise him and just fly to Dallas? The whole week he was sending her pictures of himself in Dallas, saying he was having the best time. She's like, this will be the best surprise ever. So she flies to Dallas, and her plan was when she landed there, she would just check his location, then Uber to where he was and surprise him. So this angel of a woman lands in Dallas, checks his location. He's at Duke's in Kauai. Immediately had this terrible feeling in her gut. Then, and this is how it happens. If you've ever had a man cheat on you, you know. Feel it in your gut, and it starts to come together like a Nancy Drew mystery. And she remembered that a couple days ago, she had seen this girl that they went to high school with posting that she was in Kauai. And her boyfriend would always leave like heart emojis and fire emojis on this girl's pictures, and it always made her upset. Like, wait. Like, no, like, this can't be. She calls her boyfriend from the airport, and she's like, so how's Dallas? And he's like, oh my gosh, it's amazing, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, okay, great, I'm here. Like, where can I come meet you? This boy immediately starts crying like a little 5-year-old. She immediately knew. Like, this man, let's call him a boy, he's not a man, flew from his work trip in Dallas to go on vacay with this girl he knew from high school. He goes and checks that girl's Instagram. Sure enough, that girl just posted on her story that she was at Duke's. But here's where it gets good. Sweet girlie who DM'd me. She's like, I'm done, that's it. She had his credit card number.
Oops, my cell service got a little glitchy, but she used his credit card number to upgrade her flight on the way home to first class.
And this is like a modern day Cinderella story. She sits next to this very handsome, lovely man on the flight on the way home in first class. That she was like literally a mess. Like she was sitting there in first class crying. He was so sweet, and he's like, what's wrong? What's going on? Guess what? This was a year ago. They're still dating. They're still dating. I love a good happily ever after. Anyway, sister, if you thought your ex was bad, also like for real though, you never know when everything's gonna turn around and work in your favor. Just a reminder that when God shows you who you're actually dating and reveals their character, let that man go so fast. Can you imagine if the sweet girlie would have like taken him back and like flew home with the intention to date him again? She would have missed out on her Mr. First Class hunk that she's still dating. True love exists and it's out there. Okay, call me back. Love you, bye.